Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? In today's videos, I'm going to show you 3 easy tips and allow you to successfully interview and get a job that you want. That sounds good? If that's what you're looking for, stay tuned and let's get started. Alright, before I start to share the tips, and I want to give you some background of myself. I'm Steve Jan, Mr. Jan All-in-One, and my YouTube channel is about fashion, travel, luxury, and lifestyle. And I've been in cosmetic business for over, I'm 45, I started 25 years, and for past almost 17 years, I work for P&G SK2. So I do have quite a bit corporate experience. Am I the best? No, I'm not. I'm still learning. But being at SK2 in a corporate site for over 14 years now, I want to share with you what my learning, and hopefully that you can take this practice and tip that I give it to you, then you can reapply to what you want to do with your life. So I think going forward, once a month, we're going to make video somewhat like this, sharing different tip and technique to beef up your skill sets, your communication skill, engagement skill, conversion skill, anything like that, to help you to achieve the dream that you want in your life. If this is something that you think that might be useful for you, leave the comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And also leave the comment below what type the subject that you want me to produce for you guys, and I can do some research and create content best for your needs. Good? Okay, so let's jump into today's topic now. Alright, so at this point, small percent of business is going back to work, and a lot of you, I look at the news about a week ago, over 3 million people in the US collecting unemployment check right now. So I feel like this video can come to handy. A lot of you may already get a loafer. Was it loafer? No. A lot of you probably not working due to the coronavirus, and some of you can get a job back. Some of you actually have to go interview for a different job. This video is really targeted for people interview for jobs. And if you do online research, it is a different technique, different methods. And I'm going to only tell you this. What I am going to share with you is how I interview people. And when I interview the BC, here, those are the things I'm looking for. And even though you may not interview for beauty business, but I feel like you can reapply a lot of a different area that we are looking for, or I'm looking for. So there's 3 major areas. I need to look at my notes down there so I can stay focused. So we're going to cover 3 different areas, and that's my personal experience. If you have a different technique, different take on this, or if you're watching this right now, you have a corporate background like me, you have a different technique, feel free to share below, because I feel like more is better, right? Alright, so my 3 tips. Number 1 is I call it confidence. Number 2, knowledgeable. Number 3, passions. Now let's talk about confidence. Alright, say that you were able to get a face-to-face interview or phone interview, either way. That is a huge step already. And believe it or not, a minute that you step into the room, or the minute you pick up the phone and say hello, that moment, within 5 seconds, the interviewer, is that right? The person who interviewed you already prejudge you. I hate to say this to you, but we all do that. The first moment of truth, that when I see a BC in front of me, I prejudge you already. But of course, I told myself you gotta have an open mind and ask questions. But that first impression is so important within that 5 to 10 seconds. So be confident who you are, your own skin. It's very, very important. And how do you be confident? So I want to share with a little tip how you do that. First tip is, whatever made you feel good about yourself in terms of smelling, like the fragrances. I know a lot of people say, oh, I wear perfume or wear cologne before I go to an interview. But you need to remember this though. You're not wearing the cologne for the jobs. You're wearing the cologne or fragrance to make you feel good about yourself. So therefore, if people walk by and smell you, that's too much. So for interview fragrance technique is you need to just spray a little bit like this on your fingertips, and just put it behind the ear a little bit. Just, this is for you. It's not for people to smell you. Because what if this fragrance you absolutely love, but then it causes allergy for people who interview you? You're totally gonna fail that, I can tell you that right now. So wear fragrance, make you feel good about yourself. And the most important tip is only you can smell that fragrance. And I think that's number one. So definitely wear something that makes you feel good. Number two, I mean, I gotta tell you this. It doesn't matter you interview for a cosmetic or for a retailer store or for engineer job or for gas station pumping the gas. It does not matter. You need to look clean and professional. And again, I'm not telling you to spend a lot of money buying skincare or spend $1,000, get a haircut, stuff like that, or whatever, right? You need to look clean, meaning for the gentleman, if you have a beard, you need to make sure you brush them really nicely or you shave them very cleanly. And sometimes I see people has a hair coming out of the ear, hair coming from the nose. Those things are no-no. You want to make sure your grooming is very, very clean, right? And then your hair need to be nicely in place too. You don't want to walk in there with all fussy, crazy hair. I mean, come on, no job will take you seriously if you don't look professional. So, and for the ladies, you definitely need to wear some kind of makeup. I don't care, you say, well, I don't wear makeup. Well, unless you're working for a job that is like on the phone, then yeah, nobody gonna see you. But majority of the job, you're gonna have interaction with people, especially you're doing a face-to-face interview. They can see you. So put something neutral. I wanna show you this. It's not about a brand, okay? Something like this type of colors. Earthy, warm, natural colors. That's what you want. So that will make you look professional. Wear neutral lipsticks. Basically, you want to make you look fresh, clean, professional. So that's the majority of the job. However, today, if you're going to work at a cosmetic line like a MAC Cosmetic, Makeup Forever, those artistry makeup, or Morphe store, right? Perhaps you want to put more makeup because that's the industry. So overall, confidence is building on where you're in. And if you feel good, smell good, look good, half the battle is already done. Wouldn't you agree that? And one last thing about confidence is how you wear your clothes. It's not about buying designer outfits. It's about mix match outfit that makes you feel good. For the gentlemen, you need to make sure that the clothing you wear, there's no wrinkle periods. Because if you walk into an interview with lots of wrinkled shirts, nobody's gonna take you seriously. For the ladies, it's all about how the outfit make you look presentable, professional. So you know what I mean, right? So that's what you want to do. And we can build more on that for the future episode, but I just want to give you a basic background right now. So these are the thing for the confidence part. I hope I didn't lose you guys, okay? So let's just do a quick recap. Confidence, you're looking at smell good, look good, and feel good. That's the confident part. Now, let's move to the knowledgeable part. All right, knowledgeable, I have to tell you this. I interview a lot of people, the world I'm in right now, and sometimes I do always ask them, tell me about my company. Believe it or not, 50% of them don't know anything or they lied. And then, by the way, if you want to interview for a job, you really need to do a study. You don't need to know the background like detail, but you need to give them a basic story. Because very common, they're going to ask you this, why do you want to work here? So you want to give them something that they can relate to, they can feel proud to be part of the company. So if, for example, I'm just throwing it out there, okay? I don't know. Oh, Target, let's say Target, okay? I just work at Target a little bit. They're probably going to ask you, so tell me why do you want to work at Target? You don't want to tell them that, oh, I need money. Well, we all need money, but that's not what I want to hear. Or you don't want to say, oh, this is my first job, it's easy, I shop here, I like to shop here, so I want to work here. That is not good enough. You want to say something about like this. I've done some research about Target Corporation. I noticed that one of the biggest value for the the company is customer service, and they treat everybody like a family. And that is the value that I practice in my family and myself. I believe that being a team player, treat my friends like a family, treat my customer like a family, that build a really great relationship. So I can share my expertise to the people who come to my home. Something like that. Can you imagine you say something like that to an interview at Target? I'll guarantee you, you're gonna get hired, pretty much, unless you screwed up something else. So that was a good practice, right? So again, once again, don't say this. Oh, I like Target, and this is my first job. I think this is great for me to get some experience. You're probably still gonna get a job, but that's not how you want to say things. So do a study, understanding the company value. It doesn't matter if it's McDonald's, a gas stations, or a flower shops. It does not matter. Every company, every brand has their value and purpose. You can easily go online to figure that out. If you don't know how to do it, go there shopping yourself first. Then get the first experience, and then you know what they're looking for. So, other times, after I ask the questions, why do you want to work here? I will say, have you ever shopped in this particular store before? They told me no. Then in my mind, you don't even know the environment. Why would I want to hire you? So if you're going to be working at any kind of retailer, it's better off you go visit that store first, like a shopper. So you can see, is this the environment that you want to be in? Because you may be able to successfully pass the interview, get a job. Then they realize that's not the environment you want. Then you're wasting your time, right? So definitely knowledgeable is so important. Understanding the company history, background, purpose, and value. And then somehow find something that relates to you. You don't want to fake it, because if you fake it, they can tell you fake it. Trust me. How are you guys liking so far? I hope you like so far. We do 2 tips, right? First is be confident. Number 2 is knowledgeable, knowing the brand you work for, and also knowing you as a person too. All right. Okay. Number 3, I think it's where you close the deal. Say that you walk in, you're not so confident, you're nervous. Oh, most of the people are nervous. And the second, even though you study, you prepare, but because you are not confident, you got nervous, so you were unable to deliver what you want to say. But then you still can save the jobs by display your passion of what you do. And that goes to number 1 rule. You want to find a job that you are somewhat interested. Because if you find a job you absolutely hate, then why are you doing that? That doesn't make sense. It's important to find something that you like to do, or you like to be part of it, or you think you can do, or you have a hobby. That's the best scenario. So how do you show passion? How, right? The best way to show passion is to smile. When you smile, you ease the tension between you and the person closest to you. I remember that when I first go on QVC, after like a 12-hour training, they told me that, Steven, all you need to remember, just smile. If you forgot anything or you totally went blind on air, just smile. Because you smile, things are going to be better, and then our host will take care of the rest of you. So why do I say smile? It's still related to passion. Passion is not something that very easy to display, and depends your skill set. Some people are able to showcase the passion through the words that you use, the body language, the energy that you send it out, but majority of people cannot do that. So I found the easy way to smile. Always smile the minute you walk in until you leave, and do not do this, because that is closing body language that you don't want to get involved with that. So always open your arm and always smile. It's okay to talk with your hand a little bit, but not be everywhere, all over the place. That get distracting. And the other passion part is that I guarantee you most of the interview will ask you something like this. Can you give me an example that either past work experience or your own experience encounter in friends and family? Show me a story how you were able to successfully to accomplish one project. Something like that. So when they ask you questions, don't jump in to answer right away, because if you do that, you will be all over the place. So first you need to take a moment thinking, okay, it's okay to do what I'm doing right now. So if somebody asks you a question, right, you repeat that first. You want to say, okay, so I want to make sure I got this clear. You're asking me my past experience, what I have done, deliver something successful. So when you repeat that to yourself, you give yourself another 20 seconds to think about what I have. And if you're not sure and not understanding the questions, it is okay to ask. Don't feel like, oh my God, they asked me, I need to deliver right away. No, you don't, because personally, I give a lot of respect for the people ask me, say, I just want to clarify this is what you're looking for. So it is okay to ask them the question one more time to say, I want to make sure I got this correctly. I'm a little bit nervous. Just say it. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Then you say, so you're asking me, want me to give you an example what I have done successfully in the past. Could be work or could be personal, all right? So this way, it gives you another 10-20 seconds to really think about what you want to share. And honestly, you should be prepared before you go to interview. Any question I ask you shouldn't be a surprise, because if it's a surprise to you, that means you're not doing your homework. Then that's not good, right? So then you provide an example. Now, it is very important as you're sharing your story, you have to smile. And also passion. If like I said, it's hard to show passion. It is a skill set, honestly, especially when you interview, you only have 5 minutes or 3 minutes sometimes. And it's hard to display all the emotions at an interview. So it's important that maybe you cannot show through emotions or body language, put it in a word. Like for example, I talk about the purpose and value, right? You can say something like, one of the things I really want you to consider about me is that even though this is my first time working, but I always love to help neighbor to pick up their trash, because my neighbor is elderly senior citizens, and helping them I feel really, really good, because I feel that I'm part of a community, and I don't need them to give me any reward, because that's my neighbor, that's the grandpa that I don't have with me right now, so I love to help them. See, say things like that. The people who interview are thinking, wow, that's fantastic. Did you know something I just did right now? I give you an example of a people never even worked before. So if you interview for a job, this is the first job that you ever have, don't worry about your job experience. I believe that, and I know you may not have a professional paid jobs, but since we are born, you experience different things in life, and those could be your experience. So it may not be a work experience, but it is a life experience. So share that with the company you're working for, or plan to work for. Tell them that I may not have this experience, a job experience, but I have a life experience that relate to this, and I'm willing to learn. And that's what I love about what I'm going to do. I feel pretty confident if you can master, well, not even master, if you can successfully deliver confidence, knowledge, and passions, you should have a good chance to get a job that you wanted. If you practice this and you got the jobs, please email me, message me, let me know. I would love to hear what you have done, what you take from this little sharing and apply to your real life skill sets. That would be so awesome. Alright, thank you so much for spending time listening, talking, coughing, like all over the place. And I really, really appreciate for all your support of my social media, especially my YouTube channel. Definitely make sure that you subscribe my YouTube, like this video, share this video to the people who are looking for a job right now. And also check out my Instagram too. Alright, I'll see you guys next week, okay? Thank you, bye!